we're going to talk about different meditations, ones that Spirit has taught me about, so that when you're aware of them, when you're awake to them, they're powerful, real powerful. I'm talking about life-changing. I'm not kidding around. I'd say fasten your seatbelts. That's what I'm saying now. Fasten the seatbelts, get ready for the ride. Now, you've heard of the present moment. We all know that. We want to be in the present moment. Everybody gets upset if you're thinking too far in the back, too far in the past. Everybody gets upset when you're thinking too far in the future. But here's something that you have to understand. You can't forget about the past. If you do, you're going to create the same damn mistake. Exactly. The same mistake. That's right. I'm serious. So, present moment is important, but you have to know what your mistakes and experiences are, and you have to be slightly connected to them. You can't drift away from them completely. You can drift from the hardship of it. You can drift from the tragedy of it. But you can't drift completely away from it and stay in the present moment all the time. And you're only going to hear this from me. You're only going to hear it from me. You're not going to hear it from anybody else. There's not one single person that will tell you this, because Spirit has taught me this, and I've never heard anybody say it out there. But you don't want to be always in the present moment. You've heard it here first, and you're probably like, that's probably what, blasphemy? Is that what it is? You want enough of the present moment, but you want still some of the past, because you can't create the same mistakes. I've seen people blow off the past to such a degree that they lost the lessons that they learned 20 years ago, and they repeated it again by accident and said, why the hell did I just do that when I knew better, because I already made that mistake 20 years ago. You have to understand the past is okay to see and to feel and to know, all right? Present moment is also wonderful, because being in the present moment, yes, is as beneficial as so many say. But being in the future, there's nothing wrong with that either. In order to heal, you have to see yourself healthy. You have to see yourself healing. You have to look and see it. You have to take yourself to the future. So when you're unwell and you're not feeling good, it's critical to see the future. See, what happens is that meditation and the present moment is mostly for people, meaning it's mostly been taught by people who aren't teaching it to a lot of people suffering, that have had a lot of chronic illness. Because when you are in the present moment, when you're suffering from a chronic illness, it's rough. It's hardcore rough. It's hard. And so you need to go back to the past in order to have some sanity, and you need to think about the future and think about how healthy you're going to be in the future and where you're going to be, and making plans. So I like when people who don't feel well make plans for the future. It takes them out of the present moment. I'm guilty of a crime, I admit. But it is such a healing modality to be able to see yourself healthy in the future and to get out of the present moment. So all three of them are fine. The past, you can keep the mistakes, meaning remember the mistakes so you don't remake them. And also remember some of the good times and the beautiful things in the past in your life. The present, so you can actually feel it in the moment. We know all about the present moment. And the future, so you can see yourself healthy in the future. Very important. You're not going to hear that anywhere else. And that's a really good one to hold on to. So the meditation techniques are different. That's what we're talking about today. And you may even know of them, but didn't know they were actually meditation. And these are going to help regain your momentum, cleanse negative energies, reclaim your soul and the essence of who you are. That's what these are going to do. So let's go to the first one, waves on the beach meditation. I call it waves on the beach. You may have seen waves rolling in on the beach before. You may have witnessed this. You may have felt it and seen it. And it's very healing. But we're going to talk about why it's healing so you connect to it. Remember, it's about knowing why you're doing it. So imagine, you're on the beach and you're watching the waves come in. And as that wave is coming in, and first of all, know that if you can't get to a beach, I'm not near a beach in the moment, you can't get to a beach. Say you live in the middle of the country, look for a lake. Can't find a lake, maybe a stream that's well known, a park. Or maybe just, get a CD of some kind on hearing the waves roll in, so you get to listen to it already recorded. So we have different options. So as each wave rolls in, imagine it cleansing, like your dishwasher. It's cleansing, like running water. It's cleansing your thoughts, cleansing ill thoughts. It's cleansing life wounds and scrubbing loose damaging emotions. That's what it's doing. So as it rolls in, imagine it doing that, scrubbing those damaging emotions, scrubbing loose those wounds. And as it recedes back into the ocean, it's taking all of those impurities out with the wave. That's what you have to watch. It's taking the impurities out with the wave. And as the next wave comes rolling in, envision it cleaning old memories now and injuries from difficult, painful times in your life, and what Spirit calls stains on the soul. Kind of like stains on a cloth, stains on your shirt or on your pants or on some linen. It's washing away these stains on the soul, because all these are stains. So you have to now envision that all these memories and these hardships are really a stain that needs to come out. And when that water comes rushing up, it's going to soak into those stains and it's going to start pulling them out. That's what it's going to do. And it's going to pull it back out to the water, to the ocean. And then each new wave rolls in. This time, instead of removing those stains, it's bringing strength. As that wave is rolling in, it's bringing strength. It's bringing pure energy. It's bringing renewal. It's bringing hope. It's bringing life back to your soul. And that's the waves. That's the waves on the beach meditation. I want you to remember that. I've seen that heal a lot of people over the years. I've worked with tens of thousands of people over the years. Tens of thousands. And I've seen that do miracles. Let's go on to the next one. Are you ready? Are you ready for the next one? This next one is called Free as a Bird Meditation. That's what it's called. Free as a Bird Meditation. You've heard of bird watching, right? Bird watching. We can all be amateur bird watchers. We don't have to know every bird. We don't have to know every species, because it's not about that. It's about the enjoyment of just listening to a bird, hearing a bird, seeing a bird, being aware of it. And when you're aware of it, something changes. When you're aware of why you're doing it, because this is a meditation now, something changes, it all turns around. Because what you're about to witness and experience is called bird song. Bird song. Bird song is ancient, before humankind on this planet. See, the birds sing melodies, they sing a song. It's the oldest form of music. It's better than any scratchy guitar, any piano, even though piano's beautiful, any, violin. It still supersedes those for healing. It may not be as liked as much as a violin or a guitar, but it supersedes the healing. What would be amazing is actually playing piano while listening to the birds. That would be it, because music in general is healing. I'm just saying that the bird song's extra healing for meditation, even more powerful than just music itself. And we all know music is healing. So, and what happens is when you hear the bird song, that's music from the heavens. That's the universe and God and the heavens and the angels have instilled that music, those tones, those rhythms in the bird, so we can heal, but we have to connect to it. This is the oldest form of meditation. And if you listen carefully to the bird, we'll hear the subtle notes and songs it's singing. And when you pay attention to the sound and frequency, it becomes one of the most powerful forms of meditation. The frequency of bird song has the ability to actually rewire and mend our tattered DNA. You know DNA, right? That's a very important staple of our existence, our living existence. DNA rewires and it straightens up and it heals and it mends. It's like DNA is like root hairs. They start to fray like a piece of yarn when we get stressed and pushed to our limitation. So it rewires and corrects our DNA and heals our neurological system and calms our brain waves. And here's the deal. When you live on planet Earth, we feel caged. We do. We feel caged. We have a lot of responsibilities, a lot of obligations, a lot of things on our plate, a lot of challenges. And we can feel kind of caged. Our souls can feel kind of caged. Listening to the bird song, watching the birds, doing this meditation shows us we don't have to be caged. It helps the soul connect. And then I know that a lot of people like different bird species. A lot of people like the owl because of wisdom. But the hummingbird is the light worker. That's the one to admire and watch. If you want healing to occur, get connected to the hummingbird, because the hummingbird works closest with the universe, closest with God, closest with the divine, closest with the higher source. Hummingbirds work closest. They are the light worker. They're a symbol of the highest good. And they feed off the nectar of the flower, which is the most advanced food, one of the most advanced foods on the planet. So that's focused on the hummingbird more. So that's the meditation. do another one. Are you ready for another meditation? Bee watching meditation. Bee watching. Bees. When you ever get a chance to see bees dancing on some red clover or some dandelion flowers, just really realize it's a meditation. Kind of get comfortable with it. As bees dance from flower to flower, this can be a miraculous healing and a wonderful way to focus the mind and body in the present moment. So if you're one that loves the present moment, then wow, this is the one that does it. Just like birds, bees emit a healing frequency that reverses disease. But reverses disease though. Bees, the frequency of bees buzzing and watching them on flowers reverses disease. It reverses disease. I'm saying that over again. So you remember that any illnesses, any disease you feel may have been told that you have, or you feel you're feeling, starts reversing to this. See, bees have a lot of superpowers. Raw honey, you know that. Raw honey is medicine. Propolis, bee pollen. Well, the frequency of the bees and the sounds they make are a powerful medicine, life-changing medicine. So that's another meditation.